So, last we left off was Edmond turning around to see this gigantic 6'5" person thing drawing an ancient Egyptian sword.
Yeah. Haven't seen one of those since I was stationed in Cairo. You didn't happen to be with the RAF, did you? I might have seen you around base a couple times.
You are referring to one of the world wars, are you not?
Aye, Second Great War, the war that didn't end all wars, and...
I mean, I don't think I was in Egypt at that time. Nah, I definitely wasn't. It's been a while since I've been in Egypt.
It was quite nice last I was there, I suppose. It's been almost... 70 years now, something like that. But it was a fine country last I was there. Of course, the Italians kind of made it a little, not exactly a place for the stroll at the time.
As you're talking, he is making his way towards you.
I'm gonna... Oh, well, it would, I should go check on the other man in the building with me. I'm sure he might need help navigating the place. If you excuse me, good sir.
As you go to leave, he actually reaches out and attempts to grab you. What's your defense?
What is my defense? 5. Actually, wait, does light rack hurt your defense? I can't remember. Probably does, doesn't it?
It might.
-2 penalty on physical rolls that require movement and defense. So yeah, no, my defense is 3.
All right.
Wow.
All
Can't
right.
catch a cripple.
You turn and he just kind of misses. However, he continues to follow you, and since he didn't actually touch you and you were turning away from him, you don't necessarily feel anything either.
Okay, well, time to keep walking. I wonder where he went. Maybe he went back to their little field hospital. Dreadful sight that was. Yeah, even the jungle encampments were better than that. I suppose I should make sure there's no one there anymore.
And you eventually hear him go, you hear what sounds like metal tapping against flesh. Not slicing, tapping. And you hear a very absent-minded voice. Is this one of yours?
I'm gonna turn around. Is it?
He's tapping on Sage's body with the broadside of his khopesh.
Well, he met her in the city. I'm not entirely sure. A bit of a strange lot that one is. Not a very good driver. Anyways, let me go check on the back rooms real quick.
Can I spend willpower to force myself awake with damage?
If you want to spend a point, I'll allow it in this case. Because you are being tapped, so it is, something your body might respond to here.
Yeah, I think this, they've got a pretty sturdy strength of will and all that. So...
Don't forget to ignore wound penalties, right?
This isn't a roll.
Oh, it's not. Oh, she's just willpowering.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Whew. So...
The tapping of the broadside of a blade has somewhat awoken you.
Sage kind of reaches a hand up to their, thank you!
This
Ash Ghost? Maybe a fool. Nice to meet you.
This person is exceedingly tall and is kind of just looking down at you, very confused. But does eventually extend a hand and pull you up. The way you are pulled up nearly dislocates your shoulder. The immense strength behind this definitely feels like maybe something you would expect from like an Olympic level bodybuilder.
Someone's been eating their Wheaties. Who do I owe the pleasure to? You a friend, a foe? One of those strange researcher types?
Well, it depends on your allegiance. I suppose I could be friend or foe, depending on... And he kind of spins the Kopesh and points towards the direction Edmond's heading, depending on your relation to those people.
Relation can mean a lot of things. You gotta... there's lots of different things. There's the sympathetic connections between things, the bonds of who you consider to be yourself or part of someone else. Personally, I say my allegiance is to me, to my purpose, whatever it should be, and I ride these winds of fate. Maybe you're part of that allegiance, part of that big old purpose. She goes and very familiarly kind of pats the back of her hand against this giant's chest. What do you say?
Kind of ignores you and then turns back around and begins to make his way back out of the club, standing at the doorway. His voice is very droll. They only have one injured and a cripple in there. Not even worth my time.
That's true. I think it's a bit of a waste of your clearly very capable skills in this matter to go about killing them folks. They got personality, but I don't think it's worth wasting your considerable talents on. What sort of talents might those be? You don't happen to be one of them, folks can lay on hands and cure broken ribs?
Ishta kind of looks around the Arisen. I'm just going to call him Arisen right now. That's blocking the door. And she goes, So, Seth, you ready for the trade?
What's the weather like now?
It is still raining.
With a slight glance towards our what? How do we do this? We put everything down and change places?
You hand over the stuff, or Amanakti over there is going to rip your arms off and then beat Awat with them.
Well, how do I know I get my...
And then
my
she looks over at Awat and goes, "Oh yes, we've done our research."
I'm going to activate an ability, but do nothing with it yet, if that's okay.
What ability are you activating?
Psychokinesis water.
All right.
So it's resolve occult and spend willpower. 1 success. So I'm controlling water, but not doing anything with it at the moment.
I have a very dumb plan. The guy's still near to me, right? I think Sage is kind of doing their, their used car salesman, friendly charm thing, and following behind. And I think I'm going to try to cast Call Lightning with a range of touch and slap him on the back. and then just start running.
Okay. Before I go any further, is their Humvee still running?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna look towards Arwat, and with both relics in hand, and just kind of wait for the nod.
Oh,
And
this
then
so much
start making my
fun
way
is gonna. So much fun. It's gonna
Start
go
making-
down in the next couple of seconds.
Start making my way towards her as she's, and then basically as I get closer, I want to just grab the book and run for the Humvee.
Okay.
Okay. Oh,
We got a lot of stuff that's going down here. Okay, so.
Yeah. I open up my notepad to calculate this.
As you grab, okay, I'm gonna need dexterity plus athletics to grab the book.
Oh, I have willpower in this. Oh, come on. Oh,
Guys, I'm in the building still.
Run! I told you we need to leave. I told you we need to leave.
success.
Okay,
Enough.
it's gonna be opposed by her athletics and dexterity.
Oh no, this is going to be a ridiculous
Oh, it's
dice
an
roll, isn't it?
opposed. Can I start my ability and perhaps affect her roll?
Okay, if you're gonna do your ability, then I need to do another ability. This is gonna go crazy real fast. I am so sorry.
I would like to pull all the water into a bubble around her head.
Oh,
This is
Okay.
a combat in 4E.
Okay. I think I know all the math for this.
guys, I'm literally shaking.
Okay, I need to burn 2 mana to cover the reach, bring it down to 1 paradox. So, if that doesn't work, then to be fair, they won't notice anything. It'll just look like I'm weirdly friendly and running away. Okay, and they're a large creature, right?
Size
They're
6.
size 6? Yeah, okay, so I have a -2 penalty for the subject's size, and it's 1 reach total because I'm negating the 2 from Paradox there, and I'm giving it duration of advanced duration. So for 1 hour, every about 10 seconds, if this works, they will be struck by lightning.
Oh, jeez.
If this works. So that is, and I'm going to, for good luck, burn 2 willpower on that. Okay.
You can do that?
You can only burn 1
yeah.
willpower per action, from what I'm aware
shit.
of.
Okay. And then I will burn 1 willpower to add a +3, so +1 total. And okay.
Ed, run.
That's 1 success. Yep. That's a success. Paradox.
What has Amanakti
You
done?
don't get to cast a spell on a mummy.
Oh, all hell's gonna break loose in about 2 seconds. Oh no, this is bad.
Everything's happening all at once. Kaboom.
I feel like this is
Oh.
very much playing into my vice, at least.
So, in the meantime...
Hold on. I gotta roll paradox.
Nothing happens.
No! Oh no! You're 1 for 4, aren't you?
Sure is toasty today, huh? Anyway, have a nice day. I just start jogging away from the middle of this.
The water, all water in the area begins to pull directly into the ground and begins to flow in a river past the imposing figure in the doorway, and begins to, anybody that unfortunately now has a very traumatic 50 caliber wound in them immediately begins to swell with water. And it's an exceptional success. Let's see here. Rivers flood, sewage overflows, and the other waters under the earth rise to the surface. The dead are raised in a 1-mile radius for the number of hours equal to the number of successes rolled, 5 hours, and are completely loyal to the Shishkagan. Arisen raised by this rite are not loyal to him, but begin their descent at Second 7, absent their Kaifer, whatever. Exceptional excess. The success still applies. The area of effect is tripled. And if desired, one or more arisen within the area remain unsummoned. So within a 3-mile radius, all the dead come back to life.
Ooh, no.
We be playing COD Zombies now, boys.
Well, shit, I'm just booking it out of there. Like,
As zombies start to raise up as you run through the building.
have a nice day.
Edmond, you would be aware of this as well?
I will find myself a nice back room in the hospital to. I need to prepare something. I've got a few theories, and I've got pyros to burn.
All right, and I do need to still make the opposed roll as you attempted to suffocate Ishta with a thing of water before it was pulled away. It's still going to affect the roll, maybe not as much as you would have wanted because it got pulled by Almanakti.
That's fair.
Come on, failure.
You had 1 success, correct?
Yeah.
I had 1 success to activate it, yeah.
Oh, I was referring to Seth's attempt to grab.
Oh, that, yeah.
Ties go to the defender. She pulls as she gasps for air and falls back, she's able to yank the book out of your grasp. And then she hisses between her teeth, "Big mistake."
She should still have a bubble around her head.
He pulled all the water.
Yeah.
Oh, he pulled my water away? How dare he?
And at this point, the shambling dead begin to make their way out of the door frame as he kind of steps to the side as if he's some sort of very large bouncer.
Okay, new plan. They're all filled with water. I freeze all the water.
That I'm pretty sure you need another roll for that, don't you?
I can roll again if you like, but I think it lasts the scene. Each success allows a degree of manipulation. So yeah, I'll roll again if that way maybe I can get a different manipulation. That's fine. Do another willpower. Result of a cult. What?
Sorry, I'm having a bit of an internet issue.
Oh. You good?
We should be fine. Just I've got to try and figure this out real quick.
I did not roll any successes on that second attempt.
So, unfortunately, I would say probably you can't do another type of manipulation then.
That's fair.
So, I mean, you still have control of water, but I wouldn't say you could freeze it since that's something completely different.
Okay. Okay, so instead of freezing it, even though this was technically my turn attempting that, could I stop it? Like, keep it from moving and flowing? It
would stop more resurrections, but it wouldn't stop the ones that are already resurrected.
Well, it's more, if they're filled with water, if I stop the water from moving, they should be stuck in their tracks, yes?
It's not the water that's allowing them to move.
But the water's in them, so if they try to move and the water's not moving, then they won't move. That's my attempt. I don't know if I'm explaining it right.
I see what you're trying to get at. I feel like that's stretching it.
Okay, that's fair.
If you want to do a Clash of Wills, I would recommend not, but I mean, we can do a Clash of Wills.
Well, I've already used this turn, so continue on.
All right. So, with that, Seth and Awat, you are aware of the massive amount of zombies. There's no other way to phrase that. There are zombies.
There's the rising dead, of course.
Edmond, you would probably see Sage booking it past wherever you're holed up at.
We should get out of here? Yeah?
I have a very bad idea. This is gonna burn like hell. Give me a few.
I had a bad idea too, and it didn't work. I can get us out of here if I do something.
They have the relics out there. If we get out, we've lost everything. We've gained nothing and only lost. All or nothing at this point.
Okay.
Now, let me share with the storyteller what my stupid idea is. So, yeah, if I buy a magnitude, I get 3 more distillations. And I would use all 3 of those to pick up Spark and its things. I want to divine lightning him with, like, all the pyros I picked up here.
You want to burn every single drop of pyros here.
Well, how much pyros did I get? Let's start with that question.
You would max out. There's enough people here for you to legitimately max out.
Stolen pyros doesn't have a cap.
Okay, so how many people did you realistically do it to?
How many people were in that front lobby?
There would probably have been 10.
Okay, so we'll settle on like 1 or 2 from each person. Is that
Yeah.
reasonable?
Reasonable.
So say I've got 20, so if I burn 10 on this preparation, that would be 3 for the divine to charge it up to divine lightning, 4 to make it do a 3 ag, and then an extra 7 to just be another weapon mod of 7, I think. So, yeah, the current plan is to hit him with 3 ag and 7 lethal damage as the weapon modifier. What role would you like to try to prepare this mixture that Edmond has not put together before and has only theorized should be possible?
So essentially, you're rolling a new type of cigarette.
Yeah, we're trying something new today.
I feel like... Has anybody here rolled their own cigarettes?
Rolled some, sorta.
What role would you say this should be?
I would say, let's see,
Craft.
probably survival or crafts.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
That's yeah. In this case, it's a very dexterous task, which is why I'm terrible at it.
So
only my
Can
my
I
skill
assist-
specialty for.
Can I assist you? Since I am, could we be doing the little duck into the corner, whisper, whisper, whisper? Because I, being the fire sage, do have some experience with weird medicinal herbs. Can I try to assist to add a bonus?
Maybe. It is a little weird because he is directly manipulating Pyros and Azoth at this point.
To be fair, though, I also manipulate Pyros.
And if only I had like the interdisciplinary specialty thing to let me use my occult alchemy on this. Oh well.
Actually, I could also. You argue it technically is alchemy here, though. So I could. That is a decent enough argument for me to say occult here would also work.
Well, that's what I like to hear. We're rolling occult instead.
It's still going to be
So I have-
dexterity, though.
Yeah, Dex occult, and then I have my specialty with area of expertise, so it is a +2. I also have good time management, if that helps at all here.
No.
It's not an extended action, but I feel like I should mention it, because I take it a lot and I never use it. But
So, waiting for the roll to
Okay.
go through.
Success.
He's not happy with the roll, but it's a success.
I don't like those dice.
So, yep, you're able to make it.
Okay, let's. Oh, my lungs aren't gonna like this one. Let's make a bit of a distraction.
All right.
With that, I guess I'm going out the front door unless there's like a balcony or a window or something I can lean out.
No, you would have to be moving forward through the zombies.
Okay, are they moving forward?
They're all trying to pile out of that front door, yes.
How
So,
quick?
they're zombies. And,
Bloated zombies.
and 15 of them are trying to cram their way through the doorway at any given moment, so it's slow moving. You're essentially in the back of a very long line.
Well, that's unfortunate. Anyways, I don't think I should try to push through zombies. But then again, I can be, do vice things here for impatience and go through anyways.
That is true.
We're going through anyways.
It's at this point that, Awat, what exactly are you, as the zombies obviously begin to file out and fill the street, you also start to see zombies from blocks away shambling towards you.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we needed to leave minutes ago.
I also feel like at this moment it's prevalent to note that the lady who still has Seth's journal has now drawn a pistol and is putting the pistol to the book.
Destroy that, you get nothing.
Ooh. Ooh.
I can take it from your lifeless body.
Okay. I got an idea.
I real quick, I want to check in with Marshall. Because Marshall hasn't. Marshall took off there for a little bit, so I want to check in with Marshall.
Yeah.
So, to catch you up, in case you don't know, the gigantic mummy is here, the servant of Ammut. They are currently threatening Seth's journal with a pistol. Zombies are filing out of Club Risk. Awat seems to be trying to control water to help the situation. Lack of a better phrasing, everything has went to hell in the last 5 minutes.
I see.
That moment of what have I walked back into?
So right now we're fighting Ishtar with Seth, or
Ishta is currently on the ground because she stumbled back trying to get out of Awat's bubble and getting the journal away from Seth. She's currently laying on the ground, one hand with the journal, the other hand with the pistol like this. Amanakti is currently kind of standing to the side as zombies file out of Club Risk, and you can hear footsteps and see other zombies in the distance beginning to make their way or rising. Because he quite literally raised every dead body within a 3-mile radius.
No, I think Marshall would probably feel pretty out of his element here because, man, he's mostly just a normal guy.
Oh, come on, you have super soldier serum.
That, like, counts, like, +1 to stamina and +1 to strength so far. Let's see. I mean, I could shoot people. If that...
I mean, Ishta is essentially just a normal human, as far as anybody knows, really.
We saw her walk through a wall.
That you did.
I guess...
Shoot the zombies, you could shoot Amanakti.
Yeah,
Some of those might be better ideas than others.
I'm just gonna, like, bring out my revolver, and I just, like, point it at Ishta to see if I can, like, cow her out of, like, you know, destroying the journal or something.
Give me... This would be presence plus intimidation. Unless you're using words to try and intimidate, then it'll be manipulation.
Yeah, I agree with presence. But it's a real shame because I have 1 dot of presence and no dots of intimidation, so...
And actually, I need to correct a statement. She doesn't have a pistol.
I see.
What is she pointing?
Nobody's gonna like the answer to this. It's an MP5.
I need to check what that is.
Submachine gun.
Submachine gun.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's just a fancy pistol. It still shoots 9mm, I think.
It just shoots 9mm.
A lot faster.
A lot of 9mm.
Yeah.
I think once you're getting hit by a bullet, it doesn't really care whether
Oh,
quite how
no, I
big
know
it
what I'm
is.
doing. What if she's prone?
She is prone.
I'm just gonna literally, while she's kind of in that process of pointing the gun, I'm literally just gonna jump in the air and try and land on her sternum.
All right. So she still gets her defense against melee attacks while prone.
But they get a bonus to hitting while prone. I think you get a +2.
Okay.
Okay.
So her defense is 4.
I have, and I'm going with strength, right?
Yeah, this would be strength plus.
That's 1 plus, so minus. Sorry, I'm going to have to do some mental acrobatics. So that's 4 minus 4 minus 3. Oh,
And then I'm assuming a willpower's being burnt here.
yes, absolutely. Oh, 2.
Okay.
I just want enough to like knock the air out and then hopefully grab the book and just run towards the Humvee.
That's only a single point of bashing damage. As
It's enough to throw her off what she was doing.
yeah, as you land, her clothes seem a lot sturdier and don't have as much give as you would think normal cloth would. It's definitely been padded or something. You don't feel like you land nearly as hard as you should on her, as she kind of just glares at you. And she drops the book arm down, still holding the book in that arm, but instead of like this, it drops down to her side, and she turns the MP5 up at you.
Wait, did
And-
she drop the book?
No, it's still in her hand. She dropped the arm that was
Okay.
holding the book.
A model in front of the barrel.
And she is going to pull the trigger here.
Oh.
This thing
Can I
is
try to?
this
Can
thing
I
is
try to
capable.
intercede?
You're behind a bunch of zombies.
That's. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure where I am. Actually, I thought I was seeing all this.
Yeah,
Never
no,
mind.
you wouldn't. I mean, you might be able to catch glimpses of it from behind all the zombies as you and Edmond are still trying to get through the door to get outside.
I don't know that I was trying to get through the door because
I'm
There's a
trying to
bunch
get
of zombies
through.
there.
I am impatient.
Okay.
you can do that.
All right, then where exactly would Fire Sage go? The
Well,
rate of fire inside has also increased as you would probably, if you're going any other direction other than trying to go out the door, you would see the individual firing that Desert Eagle popping heads as fast as he can.
Yeah, I think that with all the zombies around, I think the best bet out is to try to apportate and to try to use, as either that or we somehow deal with these guys. And,
If you,
I'm not in any state to fight a zombie horde, so...
I would also say you might not want to try teleporting in your current state either.
Yeah, but I mean,
And
if I pass out somewhere friendly. But I think, can I try to apportate you, the one with the gun pointed at you? Sorry. Can I
Seth.
move you about 1 meter behind the person shooting the gun at you? Can I try to do that?
Please.
because this is gonna be
Fire.
auto fire.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
Point blank.
Would that be considered to be a willing target? If
Oh, I'm like ignorant to it, so yes, I'm not.
okay.
It's
That
one
is
of those
going-
things technically not willing because no idea it's
doesn't
gonna
know.
happen, but realistically, I'm sure anybody that's facing down the barrel of a point blank MP5 is just like, anything get me out of this.
Yeah, I imagine
So
it
I'll
kind of
accept
feels
it.
like you're being shoved really hard, and you can either try to stay there or not. So I have to burn 1 willpower to activate it, and I need 1 success on this. So I'm going to burn 1 more to get the +3.
That's fine.
Okay, and let's see. They are within my line of sight.
Mhm.
All right, let's see. 0 successes.
Amazing.
Because I had a -3 wound penalty I forgot about. So that is less likely to succeed than I expect. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna. Yeah, I can keep charging, but I think you won't want it after this.
And this is auto fire. Firearms plus dexterity. Obviously, you don't get defense.
He technically does.
Not against firearms.
Firearms in close combat.
Oh,
I think
the
firearms
targets-
in close combat just take a penalty, I thought.
The target's defense against firearms attacks is increased by the gun's size +1.
Oh, that's what it was.
oh,
That's
'Cause
actually
it's right there.
that's actually pretty good because this gun's size is 4.
oh! In that case, 3 defense as well. I don't.
I thought it was size +1, So it'd be 5.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, cool.
Am I?
Oh, okay, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's actually not bad. She really wants to shoot you.
He might
she does.
have time to slap it or move or just.
So it is only going to be a -2 because willpower spent.
Right. Great.
Because, I mean, you did
It's
just
fine.
land on her chest. I mean, she's not happy about that.
I'm fully aware, but
Oh, and then auto fires +3?
Yeah,
that's
burst.
What
Burst,
short
yes.
burst, medium burst, long burst?
Long burst is +3.
Yeah,
Whatever
this
it's
would be
called,
long
the top
burst.
one.
Yeah, +3.
She's just holding the trigger, essentially.
right. Okay.
So actually, this is only a modifier of 1. Willpower plus auto fire. Okay, so that would be a total of +6 -5.
Sage just infinitely shoves their hand and we're fucked.
That is a total of 4 lethal damage as she begins to unload this into you.
Oh, but I'm just on. I'm on a -1. Not too bad.
Can Awat go and grab the book?
You're gonna attempt to. I mean, you can rush and go ahead and give me a dexterity plus athletics. She's gonna do dexterity plus athletics, obviously at a penalty. Because, well, Seth is standing on top of her.
Right.
Can I, narratively, I don't know if this will help at all, but can I stand on her hand as well, like kind of fall with all that, just kind of fall forward and just about try and sort of stay on my feet and stand on the book arm.
That would be a little bit difficult, especially within the amount of pain you're in right now. I'm gonna say no. You're probably actually reeling back from the shot.
Yeah, understandable.
Do I get a +2 for her being prone?
This isn't necessarily an attack.
Okay, that's fair.
Is it
None.
depriving them of a book?
So with this movement, as you try to grab the book, I actually have to make a second roll here. And if anybody wants to act, say your piece right now, because
Am I through the zombies?
give me a strength plus athletics to push through. Okay, so that's 1 success.
And I tried to like assist.
Can I try and grab my book?
So, anybody that wants to try and grab it, go ahead as she hurls it into the air away from herself. And you already see Amanakdi's arm reaching up. Unless you guys are able to intercept it, he's catching the book.
Dexterity.
Okay, I'm gonna burn her willpower for this then.
Do I
Thank
get an
you.
action with this?
But thank you all so much.
I messed up.
Shit.
That first one doesn't count. Okay, so
Well, it added 1 die.
that's like 2 successes actually.
3.
Everybody begins to dive for this book. I'm actually gonna say Marshall's gonna be the one that grabs it out of the air. However, Amanakdi obviously does not take kindly to this and is going to bring his sword arm towards Marshall. What is your defense?
It's 1.
1?
No, I mean 5, but with
I was like, wait, why do you only have 1 defense?
1 wit scaling, 0 athletics.
Okay, so
Holy shit.
hold up. Okay, so you have 5 defense.
Mhm.
So this is at -3 because he has area of expertise, sword. Oh no, this is bad. Because everybody's gonna see this and they're gonna hate my guts.
How many dice did you give him?
I remember how many dice he has.
9 again.
professional training.
Of course he has professional training.
However, that is only 4 lethal damage as the sword bites into you. It's more of a glancing strike than he would have liked.
Do I reduce it to 3 with my armor, or is it 4 and count like with my armor?
You have 1 point in armor?
Yeah.
Then yeah, you reduce it down to
3.
Yeah, 3. Sorry. My brain froze there for a second.
Run!
I guess Marshall will like cry out in pain,
Yeah.
but like, you know, keep a whole hand on the book, and just like try to, I don't know, keep space away from everyone else except for, you know, the allies.
Can I run for the or hobble for the Humvee?
Yeah, go right ahead. Everybody can see Seth making his way towards the still running H1.
Cradling the relics. That one that was still running.
Yeah.
Okay, so the status now, just to be clear, is Marshall and Edmond are wrestling over the book, getting shot and stabbed in the middle of the.
Awat. Yes.
Edmond is attempting to make his way through a zombie door that you are also behind.
Yes. Okay.
Could you help me push them out of the way?
You could push him through with apparition.
Thinking I might try to just apportate the 2 people there out, and then just to I imagine I must know someplace within a mile of here. The river that I went to before. I am going to try to apportate whoever looks the most wounded out of there, using Sojourner, and toss them into the river that I washed my feet in when I came into town.
You're gonna chuck a wounded man into the river.
Next to the river.
Okay, that's important
Which
clarification.
is probably slightly flooding, but, you know, it'll wash the wounds.
That would,
Okay.
Who is the most wounded right now? I think everybody's looking pretty beat up except for Edmond.
I'm good.
I'm fine. I got.
Let me
5
through.
passion.
I got a word to say with Mr.
Actually, you did fail your pushing attempt.
Yes. Do I get any willpower from being impatient?
Yes. However,
Similar question, do I get any for being arrogant and attacking a god? Failing to attack a god.
Okay, that's what you're referring to. Okay. I had a moment there of like, wait, what are we referring to here? Before I answer that, I need to make a attack roll of 10 against you, denying
I didn't do
you.
anything wrong.
You are pushing through a horde. It's a size 10 horde.
They don't know I'm an enemy.
You're alive. You're an enemy.
What do you mean by this?
Oh, it did not roll a single die. Nice.
We're counting it.
Shit. Looks like we got off
There we-
scot-free, man.
Oh my god, how did this
Put
happen?
'em up to
Yes.
Let me through.
My god.
As soon as I get another chance, I'm going through.
That's like miraculous.
I have no idea why, but the dice favored you there. All right. So, at this point, Seth would have made it to the car. Is anybody following?
I'll watch this, definitely.
I'm gonna follow as soon as if I pull this off, because I feel like I owe it to these people. And until then, I'm staying here for the minute.
Edmond, give me your
Let
roll to
me
push through. Let me through.
I will willpower this with the willpower I just got. Ah.
You're able to push through. Sage, you're able to see Edmond push his way through and get to the front of the zombies, and I'm assuming seeing everybody starting to rush towards the Hummer, you're gonna book it as well on your lame leg.
Yeah, I'm gonna book it as quick as I can. What is our money friend doing?
He is essentially trying to superimpose himself in between the vehicle and Marshall, who's the closest to him.
Okay. I'd like to take a lighter real quick to
Give me your activation roll. I already know what you're doing.
I wish to zap the mummy. I'm going to spend my final point of willpower.
And you're gonna spend 10 pyros, you said?
Yes.
Jesus.
My goodness. Wow. What is that?
Okay, but that's still 8 lethal and 3 aggravated damage. And
My
he
goodness.
takes 1 lethal per turn for the next 6 turns.
Oh, that's right. That's the big one.
Oh,
So 3
Come
and then you said how many lethal?
8.
Hmm?
8 lethal. Because the weapon mod of 7 plus 1 success. Upgrading the thing to do 3 ag doesn't affect the rest of it, like your rolled successes and everything.
Okay, so...
oh,
All
I just
right,
don't know what
well,
this does.
thankfully he is going to negate 3 of that damage.
Thankfully.
Edmond kind of catches on fire for a moment here. Because that's a lot of pyro.
That's what I'm talking about. Ooh.
Marshall, you see
That's
this
dramatic.
being get hit by probably the largest lightning bolt you have ever seen in your life. Come from Edmund's cigarette. He goes down to one knee, but you immediately see him grab himself, and you can already see the burn marks fading away. However, it gives you an opportunity to book it past him.
Fly,
I'll gladly take the opportunity.
All right, Sage. You're the
Is that
last.
everybody out now?
That's everybody. Except for the father, who is still popping zombies, but, I mean...
Oh.
I don't know his name. Run, you fool!
I feel bad for leaving the fella. Let's see. I don't know that I can get past undead in my current state. Because I have a -3 wound penalty. So let's see. Might be better to do that actually.
I mean, you could teleport if you want to. It's gonna knock you out when you land, though.
Make sure you're
Yeah.
in the Hummer when you
Yeah.
get knocked out.
Yeah, pretty much.
The issue is I don't have enough dice pool to.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't think they have enough focus to pull this off. So I think seeing last of them, they give a little mournful look towards the father, blowing stuff away, and she goes and tips her head to him, and is going to try to just climb through the zombies as best she can, giving them a little, "How you doing?"
As you push
That-
through them, give me your roll.
What do I roll? Strength?
Strength athletics.
Oh shit, okay, teleportation is might actually be a better no, fuck. Yeah, it's a better dice pool. I thought it was stamina. Okay, I'm gonna try to teleport then. Okay. I'm burning a willpower to negate the wound penalties there as well. So let's see what I can
Everybody
do.
hold on to your chair.
Yes! And I'm sojourning out to the last location I can think of within a 2-mile area, which would be how far away do I know how distant the that house that we were staying at for the night? Is that within 2 miles?
What I'm gonna say here is you teleport into the back seat of the
So- 'cause with
H1.
the feet-
Reasoning is because they wouldn't know where to find you.
Yes,
So I'm
that's
making
fair.
I'm making the decision here. That's where you land before you fall unconscious.
Yeah, you see Fire Sage go, just kind of shaking their hands, trying to get something out of the primordial Azoth to back them up, and finally, some bit of their magic works, and they, it looks as though they've just propelled themselves backwards as they slam into the back of the car with enough force to rattle the suspension and fall unconscious in the back of the truck.
And with that, who's driving?
Oh, I was going to say,
I have 2 lethal now.
I'm happy to drive, but I was going to say, while sort of waiting for the others, I'd like to cast. Also, is there any way I can like reverse over? What's her name?
If you were doing that, you would be getting a little too close to Amanakti, who is obviously coming to her assistance.
No problem. In that case, I think secrets ripped from skies.
What'd I do?
It gives me an encyclopedic knowledge of the local area.
Ah.
So I can either drive or I can navigate. Bearing in mind, I'm currently holding several bullet wounds.
Currently,
So
your
probably
driver's in the parking lot on
Doesn't make
fire
you
shooting
special.
lightning.
We all got
You know.
bullet wounds now.
Well, I'm assuming after you shot your bolt of lightning, you started making your way towards the vehicle. So, a shambling Edmond who is currently on fire.
And Marshall, where's Marshall?
I was at the car.
Yeah, Marshall would have been probably like second or third to the car.
How's your driving? Sorry, out of character.
Oh, me?
Yeah,
I have like 1 dot of drive.
that's one more than me. I'll navigate it.
Nice. I'll drive one.
As Awat and Edmund pile into the back seat, being the last 2 there, I'm assuming Awat starts trying to pat Edmund out.
I'll use whatever control I have left of water, or I can roll